Good evening everyone and welcome to another Twister stream. Tonight I'm streaming the Twister Grand Finals for you for the EU server. This is not a great stream for that, you have to be on the portal, but there might be some technical difficulties I've understood, so please be patient there. But I will be streaming the games for you in any case, and let's hope it all works as intended. So let's take away the preview so that you can see what the current lineup is for the EU server. We have EG versus Loka. Both teams have been incredibly strong this tournament, and it's definitely going to be a match to remember. It's going to be a best of 9. That basically means that there is little left to luck, basically, and it's all about the skill. And one lucky game can't necessarily win it for you, which is a very big pro of the whole the whole best of 9 format. So right now we are just waiting for the room invite. It will take about 5 minutes before that's actually up, but that allows me to activate stuff on YouTube and just start this stream in basically relaxation. In the meantime, I am trying to help Brian with the technical difficulties, so give me a little bit if I sound a little bit AFK. That's probably because I am. I know that I have something for him, but I'm having a trouble finding it, and that is basically why I'm a little bit distracted while talking to you. Let's see. I'll, in the meantime, take you to the garage so that we can focus on that. Overall, this tournament has been so amazing. It's been overwhelmingly awesome. And I love actually that it's impossible to dub a winner, to call out who is going to take it home tonight, because it can be everyone and anyone, and I absolutely love that. So with that, there you go. I found the number that I was looking for. Hang on. Thing is that sometimes you have so much stuff saved on your phone that it's impossible to find things. But hopefully the emergency has been diverted now, so then the portal stream will start shortly. So I'm ready. I hope you guys are too. YouTube is almost ready as well, and after that I swear I will be with you 100%, focusing on the games and on the gameplay. YouTube is now almost there. I can fully understand the panic of things not exactly going as they should. That is the downside of not streaming on your own channel. There could be potential things that you can't change anything about. So almost there. YouTube is previewing the stream, and then it should be live in just a matter of seconds. But yes, like I said, competition on EU server is incredible. It has been so close. Most of these matches, the top 4 absolutely amazing. Top 8 already absolutely amazing, to be fair. And I absolutely love it, because it just makes it so much more interesting to follow, because you can't say, yeah, they're playing quite good, but if you see that team, they're going to take it home. Some of the big favorites that have been called out before have actually just been kicked out relatively early. R2K not making it to the top 4. We have Raid being kicked out in the first of the top 4. Karna, statistically the strongest one, the strongest looking one at least, not making it to the top 8 either. There have been such close calls, and I love it. So yeah, the stream is now live on YouTube. We are everywhere, and I've got my head back into the game, and we can just focus on the actual gameplay. So while you've been watching my T22 turn around a little bit in the garage, you have seen the Twister Cup at the back there. It does look quite nice with the spinning thingy. I like that. You have, of course, the logo at the back. You have the flags here that don't show any clan logos right now, but they will be occupied. We have the thingy over there as well with the poster. And after today, we will know who's going to be the Twister Cup online champion for the EU server. We already know who it is for the Asia server. That is Faust. Faust took it home tonight in Asia with a, what was it? A 5-3, I believe we ended with. No, we had a tiebreak. It was a 5-4. It was incredibly close. E7 only just becoming second. It was amazing games. I absolutely adored it. So basically, I'm hoping that EU will be even half as epic as the games on Asia. So let's see how this will go. Room invite should be up relatively soon. And then we can just focus on the games and just see what is actually going to happen here. Because like I've said before, there's the room invite. Oh, that is not where I wanted to go. Invite going away too quickly. And here we go. Luca, EG, both steadily coming into the room. We are starting the night on Vineyards, so let's have a look at that. Vineyards looks like this. You have 3 bases, base A and B closest to their respective spawns. Base C more to the back than it actually shows on the map, but it is in the city. It is difficult to dominate this this map by bases, mainly because the bases are quite far apart and difficult to protect together. We generally see people sending one player to cap base A and B, and then just keeping spawning positions, and some action around base C, and then suddenly there's a push somewhere and stuff happens. That sounds very, very random, but that is in the end of the day basically what happens on this map most often. And I can't wait to see what these teams do. They have been so epic together. I'll take away the map and we'll actually have a quick look at the tournament bracket to see how it went when they met before, because that is basically what we're all before. It was EG that took it home versus Loka with 4-1, but if we look at what Loka has been doing, we see that they took it home against Raid 4-0 while losing 1-4 against them before, and they won from EG before as well. So it is very tricky. It can go every which way, and I absolutely love that. These teams are so strong. They're giving us such amazing gameplay. I'm actually very, very eager to see what happens here. So we know the map. We are starting on Vineyards. We have just over 3 minutes left to go. I feel like I'm in a roller coaster, just on that the height just before you start to drop down. I have that feeling in the pit of my stomach, that excitement, and I absolutely love it. And it's not that often that sounds so weird. It's not that often that I get that, but it's mainly just I find it impossible to fake enthusiasm. But when two teams that are this strong face off against each other, I can't help but be incredibly enthusiastic. So yes, I'm eager to see these matches. I'm eager to see what happens. And I'm very eager to see how this will go. And now we have EG has readied up with 2 215Bs, an IS-4, a T-22 medium, 2 Foshes and a Batchat, and they're going to go up against 1 Batchat, 1 Fosh, 3 215Bs and 2 Spaghettis. Spaghettis being used quite a bit lately, and especially when there's 2 of them, I'm not thinking they're weak at all. Thinks that they sort of function like an auto-loader, but the auto-reloading system gives it that extra edge, and when you use 2 of them, they can make short work of a tank that they meet together. It's all about the focus fire though, and making sure those shots actually pen. But yes. So now we are just waiting. We just have 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go before we go into the match. And let's see. Minute and a half left. I'm running out of things to talk about, mainly also because I can't brain today. It's been very long and epic with all the streams, but it's been very, very long. And I can't believe that after tonight it will all be over. Basically, we only have the wildcard tournaments after the Twist Online finals. And then the whole season is gone until the offline. And then we have to wait for spring season again. So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a hole in my life, or at least I can actually have a life again, let's put it that way. So that's definitely interesting. And we have I just saw Ian Gamer asking if I put the war paint on the T60A. On my main account, yes I have. I think it looks amazing. It's one of the most lovely legendary camouflage. It looks really good on a tank. So let's see how that will go. With these teams, these team ups, both teams completely ready. The only thing not ready is the actual game. We are all waiting for the game to start. And it will start in 20 seconds. Drum roll. That's actually me being nervous, but okay. And it's not nervous for me because I can basically chatter about anything. You'll still watch and listen. But it's more like the eagerness to see what's going down. And I love that. I really do. I think that is awesome. I love that it is so close. I love that anything can happen. And let's see, here we go. The first match of this best of 9. Where both these teams have a lot of pressure, because whoever wins this is going through to Minsk. It's going to try to take home the Twister Cup. And both of these teams have it in them to actually do that. To be fair, I haven't seen Russia, but EU is so incredibly strong today. Not just today, this whole season. It's just amazing and I love it. I love that they're greeting each other and wishing each other good luck. We have Loka heading towards the ruins, not even bothering to cap base. But we have definitely not Rico, who's probably just Rico, going in to cap it. And we see Ariana Grande already losing some HP, but taking a position in the ruin. And we have Loka pushing through. Potentially going to push these stragglers here. Baron and Karolak have been spotted though. And we see some fire happening, but no damage having been done yet aside from the shot on Ariana Grande. So we have Loka now dominating the base B side, which means that EG won't be able to get the base closer to their spawn. And I think they kind of expected that someone would. Whereas we have Loka now holding places, and it's basically going to be an exchange of fire. One team having the base in the city. And there's some big heavy fire behind there. And that is basically the tanks to be afraid of. Ariana Grande retreating from there, not wanting to face a Foch that they likely expect to be there. Baron holding in the middle. RG protecting base C, but he's on his own. And that can be a problem potentially. We have no skill, just Vano holding near the town. Romka taking a bit of damage. Shots being exchanged, but not all that much damage having been done. And overall, not much is happening right now. Verstappen taking a little bit of a forwarding position. Also potentially to find some targets for their Foches. To draw out Baron. To peek out just enough so that they can shoot him. He's actually he's protected by the rock there. Base C now being stolen. RG taking damage. Verstappen taking a shot. And now we have Karolak being pushed. We have Baron being pushed. And immediately Loka is pushing in, but Karolak has lost quite a bit of HP here. And he is potentially in trouble. They need to work together to make it work. Romka almost gone, but Baron as well. We have Verstappen, very low HP. There he goes. And now, HP wise, it is very similar, but EG lacks a tank. And oh my god, this is a Batchat. Facing off against the Batchat, but Orca is there. And RG misses that shot. But we have the Spaghetti arriving, taking out the Batchat. But now it is 5 versus 3. Winch just lost a ton of HP. Yuriki just got deleted. It is 4 versus 3. It's basically, I can't show you everything. There's too much happening. There goes Winch. Ventnom is close. He's almost gone. And he actually gets rammed. And Loka has the first match stealing that base C was the rotating point that kind of won them the game. And then they just pushed in. So that is the first match over, relatively quick. But lovely how it just built up. And then just all kinds of action everywhere. And it's hard to follow things as a streamer at that point, because you want to show everything, you want to see everything. But yes, we are now getting ready for the second match on Vineyards. The second match of this best of 9. Anything can happen, everything can happen. And I really hope, like Mud People just said, that the Asia stream was fun. Hope this one will bring some special crazy tactics. That would be fun. I wouldn't really expect that though, because the maps are kind of unpredictable. And I think the most weird thing that we've seen today was the FV on top of the hill on Naval Frontier. And getting away with that as well. But yes, I definitely do not hope for 7 bad chats. So we have a little less than 1 minute left to go before we go for the second match on Vineyards. EG now completely readied up with an IS-4, a T-22 medium, a Foch, an E5, a Death Star, a Batchat and another Foch. So that is a lot of firepower to bring. And they're going to go up against 1 Foch, 2 E5s, an STB, 2 Spaghettis and a 140. So that is a very mobile lineup. I'm very curious to see how that Death Star will hold out, because if the DS manages to land its shots, it can be absolutely vital. But if it doesn't, it is mainly that weight to have on your team. And oh my god, very, very curious to see how it will hold up. And again, this is just epic. I love these teams. I think they can do absolutely amazing stuff. And let's see how this will go. Second battle of the best of 9. Everything is still open. Neither team particularly a team according to camouflages and avatars. But they don't really need to be. I do like that unity. But yeah, it's not a necessity, and these teams being here kind of proves that. There's my corpse going up in smoke. And we have Loka again making a move for the ruins. Going quite aggressively. Ariana Grande heading towards base B. Potentially to cap it or more to hold. The E5 is making a push. No, Ariana Grande is moving in to cap it. Base A being capped. Chocolate having been spotted. But he gets away with it. The E5 and Unicum both having been spotted. And at this stage you see EG reacting. They are holding. We see blind shot happening towards Ariana Grande, but no one is getting damaged just yet. But a lot of EG has been spotted. Barry moving forwards. Winch at the back relocating. And he has to be careful. Blind shot happening into the bush. RG taking some damage. Base A being stolen. And if they get away with it, Rico having been spotted. If they get that base, it means that they will have a base advantage again. And now they can afford to pull back. The Foch having been spotted. The Foch missing his first shot but taking some damage in turn. Rico holding where he is, not wanting to pull back. And Loka has the advantage also in HP by about 1.5k. RG in a tricky position, not really able to move from where he is until he's certain that he has not been spotted and that he won't be spotted again. And now it will be up to Loka to hold, to spread out in a way that they can quickly cover each other. Whoopsie having been spotted. Shots being fired, no damage being done. Ariana Grande in a position to potentially shoot someone drastically there. Whoopsie crossing over. But surviving, taking no damage for that. And Loka is quite spread out, and with the 2 bases they have the definite advantage. Ariana Grande has now been spotted though. And so has Whoopsie. Whoopsie's taking a little bit of damage. But not that much. Overall, we are nearing the 800 point border. I can't really predict where the push is coming from. But it will have to happen. And it can't take too long, because at 800 points, pushing becomes tricky. And we see that EG is now pushing towards the base A side, towards the two E5s that are holding, that are pulling back already. They might be able to grab the base, but at near 900 points it will be very difficult for them to grab the advantage back. And all Loka has to do is hold. They are at 900 points. Nice bounce by Baron there. 955, Whoopsie taking a massive hit there. 975, base A is being stolen. But it's not going to be enough. We are at 1k points already as RG dies. And the second match is for Loka. EG waiting too late, too long to take it home. Absolutely loving it. What a close match that was though, but look at the damage not done. There's so little damage this game, but they still took it home. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how you play Supremacy. And in this case, EG waiting too long to try and make a move and it not working. RG, their spotter, being taken down to so little health that fast. And we are now moving into Faust. Faust, one of my favorite maps of the whole game. It's actually the favorite map. You have 4 bases, base C and D close to their respective spawns, but there are lines of fire from one into the other. Base B in the middle, base A a lot more secluded. We generally see spotters around base A with no real intention to cap it. Base C and D is basically what it's all about, and then someone pushes into base B. But it will be very, very tricky to see what happens. I'm absolutely loving this, and I can't wait to see what they do in this third match of this best of 9, where Loka so far is proving dominant, but it will be very tricky because the maps that we are getting are maps that have not been shown before in the final stages, and they are known for, or at least I consider the maps unpredictable because of the way that they allow the teams to move. And we have EG that has readied up with 3 215Bs, a T22 medium, 2 Forces and an STB, versus a 140, an E50M, 2 215Bs, a Batchat, a potential E3, and an STB. And he sticks with the E3. And here we go into the third match of this best of 9. The pressure is not really there yet. So let's see how this will go. First match on Faust. Loving Faust. Faust is awesome. And it's one of the most fun maps to see. Even though the camera work is a bit shady, mainly because you can't get into all the places. And the camera will jump if you try to get underneath in one of the tunnels. It will jump to on the top, and that is quite useless. Though I understand that coding wise it's near impossible to do it any other way. But yes. Let's see what happens in this third match. We have Unicum and Baron heading up the ramp. No Baron going to the other ramp. It's Yuriki that is going to go into base D to cap it. RG on the other side doing the same thing. Both in a position where they are actually using the cover to avoid getting shot. I'll show you, by the way, with what I mean. Because if I go like this, it jumps. Loka having a tiny point advantage now. We see some action around base A. And the STB and the E50M pulling back, not eager to share their hit points here. But mainly just, no, base A is now being capped, and that means that they can't quite leave it alone. Because even with the T22, you can't let them have that base advantage. Ooh, that doing no damage though. Both shots doing no damage. And that means that EG will have the point advantage back now, if barely. And one tank out of the equation for either team is going to make all the difference. Ariana Grande taking some HP, taking some damage, but for you, doing the same thing. Ooh, that is a big hit. And he is pulling back. And we see EG converging on base B. We see some shots happening here and there, but not all that much damage has been done aside from RG and Ariana Grande. But they're still plenty healthy. And E3 has been spotted, but he's in a location where it will be difficult to spot to shoot him. RG having been spotted taking a shot in the rear, taking multiple shots in the rear. Whoopsie, taking a giant hit from the E3 there. RG almost gone. Definitely not Rico, not doing too healthy, but RG is gone. And now, with Rico being steadily murdered, he's not going to survive this. He does take another shot though. And HP wise, it's fairly, there's 1.5k difference for Loka, but now Karolak is in not a position that you want to be. He's going to be taken out, and there's nothing they can do about it. At most, he can do a little bit more damage. And there he goes, and EG has the advantage, both in guns and in points. We have Loka responding. Ariana Grande moving into the FV, wanting to take him out. And Bot for You is actually focusing on Unicum instead. Chocolate losing HP there. Unicum almost gone. They will have to work together to make it work, because now Loka has already lost 3 guns. And Bot for You is still alive. There he goes. Overall though, this game seems to be definitely going into EG's advantage. Baron almost gone. He can't survive against 3 on his own like this. Batchat is almost gone. Whoopsie is taken out though. And Ariana Grande gets shot across the distance. Now very low, and we only have the E3 that is unable to really move much. Yuriki is still alive, but barely. Ariana Grande also barely alive. Romka taking a big hit, but then Yuriki is taken out by Winch. And Ariana Grande is the last one here. He's not going to survive this shot. And now it's only no skill, just Vano holding on his own. But we are 954 points in. They don't even need to try to take him out. They can just stay where they are. Base B now being taken. And now he's moving. He can't really do much else, but at this stage the game is definitely for EG. And here we go. The score is 2-1. Let's see what happens in the next match, the second match on Faust. Loving that EG is taking it back and is not having it, but I think in this case it was Karolak and definitely not Rico being in that position that cost them the game. They pushed too hard there and got isolated and then just got taken out, and Loka couldn't do anything about it. So with 1.5 minutes left to go, we are almost ready to go into the 4th match of this best of 9. The matches are quite quick right now, if not as quick as some of the matches that we saw yesterday on the Asia server at least. And here we go. EG completely ready up with 3 215Bs, a T22 medium, an IS-4 and 2 Foshes going up against, let's see. The Spaghettis are being brought back in. We see an E50M, a 215B, the STB, an E5, another STB, and the 2 Spaghettis. So that is a very different lineup with very different potential. But against those Foshes that can be very, very deadly. And also the Foshes themselves, of course. If they manage to land all shots, then all bets are off really. And 40 seconds left before we go into the 4th match of this best of 9. We have a max of 6 games more to go. I kinda hope for that, because tiebreakers are awesome and it's basically every streamer's dream. But we just have to be a little bit patient. Loving the map though. I just love that it's so unpredictable. In this case, yeah, just Rico and Karolak getting stuck in that position and then just being pincered is what cost Loka the game. And I wonder what's going to happen now, because Faust is a difficult map to dominate because of all the different positions. You could see the way that Whoopsie took a shot in the bum from the E3. That is not easy to navigate it without being shot. But they still took it home. So let's see what happens. One Spaghetti over there. The other one over there. Neither one having the legendary camo. Which looks so awesome in my opinion. But let's see what happens. And here we go. We have the STBs together with the E50M heading towards base A, which is not where EG is going. EG is focusing entirely on the base C side. Baron, having been spotted while capping, might make it so that he's decapped. We see a blind shot happening into the base there. No one is at base A, and now we see that base A is going to be capped as well. And we see EG pushing in. Base D having been capped. Baron pulling back. Getting massacred steadily. But still alive. He takes some shots back. Bot for you. Ooh, but now he's almost gone already. He's basically a one-shot for the Forces. Winch reloading. Baron almost gone. Tracked for his troubles. And with the next reload, there he goes. And they've lost the gun now. And they're losing a base. EG playing quite aggressively, but is working quite well. Loka responding, taking shots into Winch. Rico taking some damage. Chocolate arriving at the back. Rico in trouble, facing against all the players that he is. But he's not pulling back, he's pushing into the fire way too much, and as such, he is almost gone. Winch turning around to finish him off. And that is the second gun of Loka out of the way for EG. EG definitely taking domination of this match. Winch losing HP, but with 2 guns down. Unicum almost gone as well. I'm fairly certain that this will be EG's game. They can't really do much else. They want to get the damage in. Unicum dropping down. But we have the Spaghettis now focusing on different targets, and that is definitely going to not work for them. Unicum has been taken out. No skill juice. Vano is almost gone. Yudiki is almost gone. In the next reload he will be. There he goes. And it is 6 versus 3, 6 versus 2. And now all we have left is Ariane, Grande and Karolak. And now it's just Ariane. And I can't even really show you what happens because I can't get in there. But they have plenty of HP to deal with one lone tank. And I'm just going to take you behind to show you more. And he's just been absolutely deleted. And EG taking home the game. Baron not even able to get a shot in before he was absolutely obliterated. EG pushing that aggressively really worked out for them. Faust, unpredictable map, loving it. And now the score is 2-2. Anything can happen. We are going to the 5th game of this matchup. And we are moving on to Naval Frontier. Naval Frontier, one of my favorite maps as well. It looks like this. You have base A, officially considered a heavy base. But it is... I always go there with a mat because that works a lot better. You have base C, considered the mat base. Base B in the middle. All bases relatively difficult to cap and to dominate. But overall the map allows for a lot of different positions, a lot of different kinds of crossfire. And of course we have seen quite a few people that are pushed up the hill at the back. In the red spawn, the upright corner of the map. And get some nice camping damage in. So I'll take away the map so that's not blocking your screen. We have Loka completely readied up with 2 140s, 2 215Bs, 2 Spaghettis and an E5. And they're going to go up against 3 215Bs, a T22 medium, 2 Forces and a Batchat. Oh, Ian just asked, was it faster than the Premo battles? Oh god, the Premo battles against Purple, they were absolutely obliterating. Most of them were less than 2 minutes. It was ridiculously fast. But yes, with this lineup, again, anything can happen. Spaghettis can really work out, but it is a bit of a risk because the tanks are so juicy to shoot at. But if they clip people together, they can definitely carry their weight. And now with 7 seconds left to go, we have entered the countdown clock. We are almost ready to go into that 5th match of the best of 9, and neither of these teams are disappointing in any way. They are definitely bringing the action. So let's see what happens. Loving the use of the spaghetti, by the way. I had not quite anticipated it, mainly because of the fact that people have not really been able to train with it much. But apparently it's sort of proven that it does deserve the attention. So here we go. Let's see what happens. We have Loka focusing on the A and B side. No one going towards base C. We have EG heading towards the C side. But most of EG also focusing on the A side. And they're going to be a lot of spotty here. Chocolate taking some damage, but not nearly as much as you would expect. And all of Loka is here. Yudiki taking a big hit there. And we have base A being kept by a 140 and a 205B. Bot for you, side scraping to get that shot in. But ooh, Ariana Grande taking a massive hit from Orca there. They still almost have the base though. And that will give them a bit of an advantage, but they have to be careful now. Loka rotating back, taking different positions. Not quite as confident in the game and their tactic as they were. Winch taking hit from Unicum. Another one. Unicum in a bit of a precarious position though. RG getting some crossfire in. Unicum unable to get out of there. And he's steadily being massacred for being where he is. But we now have the Spaghetti and the 140 going after RG. And he takes a little bit of damage for it, but not that much. Ariana Grande going across. And basically the force is rotating back towards EG, towards RG. Spaghetti and 140 going back. Loka has the base, but they are down by about 1k HP in health. And anything can happen still. Unicum has to be careful. Ariana Grande taking too much damage here. RG taking a bit of hit as well. And it's basically about the long-term play. Loka having the base, so having the advantage. If they hold, it will be up to EG to make a move. And we see EG rotating a little bit. Wanting to see if they can shoot some people. But Unicum is no longer there. Base C now being kept by RG. And it's up to Loka to decide whether or not to let them have it. Now then it will be all about who is going to go for base B. Crowleg wanting to take a shot but not getting a target for it. And we have Orca overlooking it. Baron taking a bit of hit there. No skill, just Vano rotating around. Taking a big hit from the Force as he crosses over. Winch holding at the back ready to take base C if need be. EG steadily eating away at Loka's health. And not getting that punished for it. Krolek taking a bit of a hit. Unicum again going into a position where he was pretty much slaughtered before. RG taking a hit. EG is poofing in. Whoopsie going to take out Unicum unless he drops down very quickly. Ooh, he is barely alive, but he is still alive. Base C being stolen. Unicum 52 HP left. Whoopsie taking damage from the E5. Bot for you wanting to take out. He does manage it, and Baron might actually be stuck there, unable to move. No, he actually shoots bot for you. Tanks are dropping left and right. Base A has been stolen, but so has base C. It is all about the focus fire now. There goes Ariana Grande. Loka has lost 2 guns. There goes Winch. Base B is being capped. Baron was being crushed. Baron almost gone. There he goes. Rico also gone. And it will be all about them being able to take it home. But with 5 versus 2, it is very unlikely for Loka to take this. And they can't really get out of this alive. Especially with no skill, just Vano. Holding where he is. Unable to survive this. This is definitely EG's match. Even if he manages to get out, he's not going to have the points in time. He actually gets tracked, which does nothing to help him. And there he goes. Chocolate finishing him off. And now the score is slowly turning. EG definitely pulling it, taking it back for them by bringing the pain. And the score is now 2-3 before we go into the second match on Naval Frontier. EG showing the form that they should show. Those two first matches might have been flukes, because they're showing a lot more strength now than they did then. By winning 3 times in a row now. And we get slowly towards the end of the grand finals. There's a max of 4 matches left. Anything can still happen. But I love how close this is, and that no team is really dominant at this point. Loka having readied up in a Foch 4-2 and 5Bs. No, 5-2 and 5Bs. And a Batchat. Going up against 3-2 and 5Bs, a T22, 2 Foches and a Batchat. That is basically a sort of universal lineup that seems to be working on most maps here. But 5-2 and 5Bs can be a bit of a weakness. So I'm very curious to see how that will go, if they're going to push with that, or if they are going to hold with that. Because they are great side scrapers, and with the consumables that they have, they can get places pretty fast. But taking that many off the same tank is always a bit of a risk. So I have no idea where they're going to go with this. And let's see. 21 seconds left to go before we go into the 6th match of this best of 9. There's actually 4 games left to be had in total, including the one that we're going to go to. As I said, as a streamer, I really hope for a tiebreaker. For the games, probably not so much, because the players basically just want to take it home. And neither team is making it that easy for the other one. So let's see. The 6th match. Unicum taking a bit of a party camo here. And now we just have to wait for everyone to load in. Here we go. And let's see what happens with all these 2 and 5Bs. And we have Loka already using their speed boost to go into the same direction. All heading towards base A. The Batchat heading towards base B to overlook it. RG on the other side doing pretty much the same thing. Blind shots happening. Orca having been spotted, but no damage really being done. Only no skill, just Vano takes a shot there. Yudiki as well. And we have Orca taking a bit of damage. But the 2 and 5Bs are arriving at the scene. Unicum taking damage, not really, shouldn't be there. Winch taking a big shot there. And we have the 2 and 5Bs sort of pushing but not committing, and pushing separately rather than together. Shooting different targets. No skill, just Vano to take damage. Romka is taking damage, but Baron is steadily being eaten alive. And I'm not sure what they're trying to go for here. Ariana Grande moving in. Taking base A. Wanting to get a shot in. He definitely does that. But Unicum has now been deleted, and that means that Loka is down 1 gun. Whoopsie taking a massive hit there. Base B is being kept, base A is being kept. No skill, just Vano just lost a ton of HP. And he is gone. And that is the 2nd gun that Loka has lost. This Ace A, it seems to me like a field rush that didn't work out as intended. Karolek being absolutely slaughtered. EG in positions where they are holding together. Moving in together. Loka not pushing the same target, not sticking together. Making it relatively easy for EG to pick them off. And now they've lost 4 guns already. And EG is punishing them for every peek that they take. It is 2 versus 6. Ariana Grande on the ledge. In the Foch. Unable to do much of anything. He is deleted. And now only Baron, the one that was dying the quickest before, is left. And it's Orca that takes him out. And EG is coming on stronger and stronger, holding the push. That was not committed. Baron peeking out, no skill, just Vano peeking out. Them shooting different tanks. It was like, let's push, oh wait, let's not. But then you're halfway there and half of the team is stuck in the open. And I'm quite surprised to see that from after the form we've seen of Loka. And now the pressure is definitely on Loka. They have to win the next 3 matches if they want to win the grand finals. And EG only has to win 1 more. This is not the form that we have seen of Loka earlier. This is not the form that brought them to the grand finals. So let's see what's going to happen. We are going on to Normandy, another one of my favorite maps. Normandy looks like this. You have 4 bases, base C and D close to their respective spawn. A near the beach, B on the ridgeline in the middle. B very hard to cap, but always used to spot and always used to try and snoop off to take off some HP of the other team. C and D generally the ones always capped, and then base A once you know where the enemy team is. So let's take away the map so it's not blocking your screen. And we have Loka completely read up with 2 215Bs, an E5, a 268, a Batchet, a Foch and an IS-4 to go up against 1, 2, 3, potentially 4 215Bs, a T-22 medium and 2 Foches, but tanks are still being changed. No, it is actually 3 215Bs, 2 T-22 mediums, a Foch and a Batchet with 20 seconds left to go into this potential decisive match of the grand finals for the Twister Cup online for the EU server. So let's see what happens. Here we go. This the 7th match in this best of 9, potentially decisive. Loka having to win every single game from now on if they want to take it home. EG having to win just 1 more, and they've just grown stronger and stronger the more that we watch these games. And let's see what happens. It is definitely a very, very tricky situation for Loka. EG definitely having a very big advantage here. I had never noticed that the clouds actually move that fast here. So let's see what happens. We have Rico heading towards the middle. We have the T-22 together with a Foch heading towards A and the beach. And it looks like EG is going for a very tricky tactic of pushing the beach to see if they can catch out any campers, but there is no one there. The TDs are on the other side, but they have the point advantage. Most of EG waiting until they get a target that is not there. So they are taking base A. Yuriki is moving in. Ariana Grande getting shot for crossing over. That Batchet is not going to be happy when Orca and Chocolate move in. Look at that. He is going to be pretty much obliterated if he's lucky. He is using the rock, but he's definitely in a very tricky position. Ariana Grande almost gone. There he goes. And Yuriki being called out. He can't really do much. EG pushing in aggressively. The Batchet getting out of there. Karolak soloed out because he's alone. The rest of Loka moving in. Whoopsie in trouble. Whoopsie is going to be the leader, but look at the HP just vanishing on Karolak. He is not going to survive this much longer. There he goes, and now Loka has lost 2 guns. The Batchet is now gone as well. Whoopsie is as well. He was the sacrificial lamb that was left behind to be slaughtered. Orca is almost gone. But we have the Foch moving into Survivor. No skill, just Vano has reloaded his clip. But overall, he's not doing the damage that he has to. Rico moving in. Loka to spread out. There goes Unicum. And there goes Rico. And now we only have Survivor and just no skill, just Vano. There goes no skill, just Survivor. Survivor, the only one left to survive. But he's going to be murdered. And he's actually... Orca! But what a game. And EG takes it home. EG, the winner of the online Twister Cup finals for the EU server. Well done. Those were some really epic games. Just you started off weak, and then you just came back stronger and stronger and stronger, and you dominated, winning 5 games in a row. That is definitely something. That is absolutely epic. Very, very well done. Lovely games. And definitely something to remember. So with that, we now know the top 4 with score and everything. And here it shows EG took it home. APA, by the way, by the looks of it, took home the Twister Challenges tournament. So now we will have Loka versus APA on Wednesday to potentially go up for the, not actually also Russian clans, but to potentially go up for the the wildcard tournament to see if they can also go to Minsk. Loka definitely a very strong adversary there, but EG has made that ticket a certainty. They are going to be in Minsk in November. They are going to fight for the Twister Cup. And they might well bring it home because they have such a form and they are so strong. But I kind of really hope that Loka will be there as well, because this today wasn't Loka that got into the finals for sure. But EG just steady holding, taking it, letting them make their move, and it failing then for Loka. So epically played by both teams, but definitely congratulations to EG for taking it home. Thank you for the lovely matches. Thank you all for watching with me and basically concluding this Twister Cup for the online part for the EU server. It has been a very wild ride. I will be back later on with the NA stream, and I will be back after that with the wildcard tournament on Wednesday. But it's definitely going to be epic gameplay then as well, I hope. And we will see what happens. So thank you all for watching. Thank you teams for the lovely, lovely gameplay. And again, congratulations to EG for taking it home like this. Massive congratulations. Loka should definitely be proud of themselves as well, because they've been really epic thus far. And I still have very high hopes for them for the wildcard tournament on Wednesday. So thank you all again for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Have a good evening.